Hello everyone, welcome to Java Power Labs. We have started the discussion of interview questions. Till now we have discussed one question, so that is like Fibonacci series 1. So the second one we will discuss after some time. Let me go to the questions whatever we wanted to discuss over here. The first one is like, as I said, implementation of Fibonacci series by using Java 8 streams concepts that we have already discussed. Second one we will discuss maybe in the next video. And now I wanted to discuss what is the exception propagation. So exception propagation is nothing but let me go to the definition part. When a method does not handle an exception, it is automatically passed to the calling method. That is, passed means propagated to the calling method. This process continues up the call stack until the exception is handled or the program terminates. So when we say the call stack, normally if you know the JVM concept, the call stack is maintained in the stack memory of each thread inside JVM. So whenever we calling the one method, so one thread will be started. If you take the normal scenario, like if you just write the hello world program, right? So in that case, like main thread will be started. So in our case, I have written an example for that. So here I have written three methods inside one exception propagation demo class. Okay, so here I'm trying to call the method m1. Okay, so I have written this particular class exception propagation demo. And I have written three methods, and each method, like I have written some code here. Okay, so from the main method I am making a call to the m1 method, so m1 method and internally making call to the m2 method, and m2 internally making call to the m3 method. Okay, so here the m3 method is throwing the exception. Okay, so like here I have taken the int I is equal to 10 and int j is equal to 0 and d is equal to I by j. Here in this particular scenario we'll get the arithmetic exception. Okay, so in that case, since we are not handling this particular exception, so this will be propagated to the m2 method, because m2 method is making call to m3. Okay, so in the similar way, like again this particular since we are not handling this exception in m2 also, it will be propagated to the m1 method. Okay, so in here m1 also not handling, so that will be propagated to the main method. So this is how the exception propagation happens. So since I have written the code, you can go through this code, suppose if you are making call to the m1 method, so that is like not being handled at in m1, and it is also not being handled at m2, and similarly it is not being handled at m3. So that is how like the exception is propagated to the calling method. This is what the exception propagation is. Yeah, that's it guys, thank you.